Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everyone's having a great day. Hope everyone's staying safe, staying healthy. If you guys heard a little bit of mumbling, that was Alvin in the background. He's resting up today. So like the title said, of course, we're going to go back into egg hunting for Duskull today. Before we go into that, I actually bought 1 month of premium for Pokemon Home, and I also found I also paid $5 for 3D on the 3DS for Pokemon Bank. That way, I can transfer Pokemon from my other games into Sword and Shield using Home. That the games will allow, like legendary shinies and stuff like that. That being said, I still shiny hunt on Sword and Shield, and I've been looking for shiny legendaries on there as well, and I'll transfer them over here as well. But we did transfer a couple of shinies I don't have in the game, and that I actually found 2 last night, so it's pretty cool. So we added 4 new shinies into our collection. That puts us all at 24. That meaning 4 came from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and 2 came from Go. So I'll show you guys how you can tell the difference and see how it came from Go, how it came from Sword and Shield, how it came from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. So, okay, ow. I don't want to say okay. Oh, oh, my day is just going great. I've had a really bad day. I slammed my knee into a door. I twisted my wrist. I kicked the door. I've dropped everything today. And now I'm stumbling over my own words. So bear with me today, because my day is just fantastic. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fumbling over a lot more words today. So, hey, Eric, what's up? Glad to see you in. Glad to see you in. So, before we go into egg hatching and everything, I'll show you guys the 4 new shinies that I got, technically transferred from Sword and Shield. Or, not Sword and Shield. From Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. If you guys know, there is Ultra Wormholes in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon. And if you use the Pokemon Bank app in the 3DS, which you pay $5 for a year thing, you have it for a year, you can transfer Pokemon from your older games into Pokemon Home. And if the Pokemon can be and is supported through Sword and Shield, you can put it in Sword and Shield. If it's supported in Pokemon, let's go Eevee and Pikachu, you can port it over there. I really want to see if they're going to have 4th gen be part of Pokemon Home, because it is going to be on the Switch, the 4th gen remakes. So I really am curious to see if they're going to actually port over, or at least add Sinnoh region Pokemon in, not in Sword and Shield, but like if they're going to add the Diamond and Pearl remakes into Pokemon Home as a game you can select and transfer from. So, if, also, if you're going to use the Pokemon Bank app on the 3DS, you definitely are going to need to have a premium account with Pokemon Home. Now, they have a 1 month, a 3 month, and a year. Since I had pretty much all the legendaries I wanted to transfer and all of the shinies that I wanted to transfer as of right now already, I just went ahead and bought a 1 month. It's cheap. It's like $3 and some change for 1 month on here, so it's really cheap. You can get it you can get all this done with under like $10. So, without further ado, we're going to go in and show you guys the 4 new shinies that we transferred over and how you can tell which game they came from. And we're going to continue egg hunting Shiny Duskull. So, if you guys want to help support the channel, make sure you share the channel on social media, have your friends and family subscribe and turn on notifications. Make sure you have notifications turned on, as subscribing doesn't always work for some weird reason. Also, if you guys want to follow me over on Instagram and Twitter, both those links are down in the description at the bottom. And if you want to purchase merch, that's at the top of the description, along with the donation links if you want to help support the channel monetarily. It's not necessary, it's definitely not needed, and it's definitely, you do get extra points for the if you donate, you do get extra channel points. You also get channel points if you purchase stuff, but you can also just get these points just by watching and talking in chat, and that's what I would rather you guys do, because I can actually talk and chat with you guys you guys will earn channel points just from talking and chatting. Again, the PDF for that is all on the About page. Make sure you download that, and you can learn all the ways you can, you know, earn channel points, use your channel points, and all that kind of stuff. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put my death counter up, because I've already got it right here. So I've already got the box pulled up. As you guys can see, I had to rearrange. So because I'll even show you guys the legendaries that I transferred, because there's going to be some duplicate shiny, or not duplicate shinies, duplicate legendaries on here, and I don't want you guys thinking that I hacked the system or whatever. So over here is my first box of shinies. These are all the ones that I got in the game proper. And then over here, all the way up until this purple, you've actually, I'm in select, you can actually go here, not release, check it, and if you see where it says, like, right above my head, you have the Pokeball with the dashing through it. That's how you can tell that you got it through Sword and Shield. Now, when I go over, no, I go over or down, the Latios I transferred over here has the Ultra Sun and Moon, or Ultra Sun logo. And if I come up here and show you guys, I almost hit release, that would have been really bad. You can see that the emblem over here above my head is actually the Sword and Shield emblem. So that's how you can tell if it came from a different game or not. Again, the same thing, why am I going down like this? I am getting too used to releasing Pokemon. Check summary. Again, you can see it right here, you know, Sword and Shield, and then down over here, we have Sun and Moon. So, we have some of those. I actually transferred all the way from here, I'm not going to highlight, all the way from here down to here. So, from this Latios down to Guzzlord. So, we added, for legendaries, we added a Latios, a second Latios. We added Tornadus, which I didn't have Tornadus or Landorus or Thundurus in the games, like, in the game at all properly. So, this is the first one I caught from him. I also got Heatran, which I haven't gotten in this game at all. A second Ho-Oh. I haven't caught Dialga in here. This Dialga, I believe, is from Sun? Ultra Sun? Yeah. This one's from Sun. Why is Alchemy over here? Oh. Oh, that's funny. He is not a legendary. He's actually supposed to be over here. That's funny. Huh? Mm-mm. No, that was the one that I had for you to trade over to you. So, that was funny. But we also have, so we have Dialga, we have our first Cresselia in the game. I haven't caught Cresselia in this game proper. Zapdos, I haven't caught him proper. I've caught the Galarian form of Zapdos, and this is the regular form of Zapdos. We have our second circuitry, which came from Ultra Sun, and the first one we caught in the game here. The thing is, with Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, with the wormholes, you can catch as many, and they can be duplicates if you want. You can get as many Ultra Beasts as you want. You can shiny hunt them in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon only. I know these are old games, and you guys may already know this, but for the people who haven't played Pokemon and are just starting into, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are the ones that you want to get if you want to shiny hunt the Ultra Beasts. Regular Sun and Moon, all the Ultra Beasts are shiny locked, so you cannot shiny hunt those. So I have Ultra Sun. I think they're all the same games, just the big difference is you can have Necrozma, the Solgaleo Necrozma infused and Lunala Necrozma infused, and you can shiny hunt the Ultra Beast. But we have our second Azelf from Ultra Sun, and our purple that we got from the weird people from Alola over there. And again, if you want to see, another way you can check is you can check the summary. Again, you have the Ultra Sun emblem above my head. You can also go over here, and it'll say, it seems to have traveled all the way across from space and time itself to join me from the Alola region. Meaning, I caught it over there. Now, if you go over to the one that I caught in the game, it won't say that. It will say We first met one another on 7/20/2021, and it was in the max layer. You know, that's how you know you got it in this game. I got this one, the other one from Ultra Sun, so I did transfer that one over. I actually, which I didn't know, is really rare. You can actually get a Guzzlord in the Ultra Wormhole, which is very rare. I actually caught a Guzzlord Wormhole today just by shiny hunting, and I got a Guzzlord that I just transferred over here. He was actually really hard to catch too. So when we go over here, those are all the legendaries that are transferred over. Now, as for shinies, you guys may see I'm at 24 now. The 4 that we transferred from Ultra Sun are Crustle, and again, I can show you just by checking summary. If you check above my head, you'll also see the Ultra Sun emblem opposed to the Pokeball emblem, or the Pokeball with the dash through. That's the Sword and Shield emblem, Ultra Sun emblem. I don't know what any of the other emblems look like. I haven't transferred any other Pokemon from the 3DS to home to Sword and Shield. That's a mouthful. Except for these. I wanted to get these because the reason why I did it, I wanted to get the shinies that I had off my 3DS because I saw that at the end of 2021, there's no new games, which there really wasn't any new games coming out anyways, but Nintendo's cutting off support for the Wii U and the Nintendo 3DS. So, with them saying that, I didn't know if they were cutting off services for them or what. You can still play them, obviously, offline and everything. And I'm pretty sure you can still download stuff from their game store on the device itself, but it's just you'll have to use like a debit card or a credit card to get it. So, I went ahead and just purchased a year for Pokemon Bank, and then 1 month for Pokemon Home, and transferred them. You have to have a pass to use Pokemon Bank, and you have to have the at least the lowest premium you can get, which is 1 month, which is what I got. It's $3. You have to have 1 month for Pokemon Home. At least you can get a year. I don't know how much all the prices are, but if you get at least the 1 month, you can transfer as many Pokemon from your 3DS and your DS systems using Bank all the way from here, as long as you have both passes. So, I did that today. I wanted to just go ahead and get it done. We got Crustle from Ultra Sun. We got Barbaracle. If you actually look, there's an A after R. So we got Barbaracle, Lombre, and Helios. I actually caught the Heliolisk and the Barbaracle last night. Completely unexpected. I was actually shiny hunting legendaries on my 3DS because I thought maybe I could get a shiny legendary and transfer that too, but I'll still use it as long as I have the 1 month, and the I'm always going to be shiny hunting on my 3DS just because it's fun to do it that way. But if you want to see how a Pokemon comes from home, I almost released again. Oh my god, that's going to be a step from me. Is if you look above my head, we have the Pokemon Go emblem. The G with the circle around it. That's how you know that one came from Go. Of course, if you go over here to my Charizard, check summary. My Gigantamax Shiny Charizard came from Go. I gave it Max Soup, and it was shiny when I transferred it, so it came from home. Gave it Max Soup, it can Gigantamax. So, that's what I'm going to be doing with the EVs when EV Community Day from Pokemon Go comes over. So, again, I know a lot of people probably have different preferences on how they want to shiny hunt. It's all down to the person. I do not hack any of my shinies at all. I like to hunt them. I like to actually put the work into them. And it was fun. And, you know, it's more rewarding when you put the work in. You're sitting down, you're doing it over and over and over and over again, hoping you finally get it. When you finally get it, you have like a sense of relief, like, oh my god, I finally got it. That's what I like to get. So, I like hunting my shinies. I don't know how to hack in the 3D, or in the 3DS. I don't know how to hack in the Pokemon in Sword and Shield, so I just don't do any of that. And plus, if you hack a Pokemon in, Nintendo has been banning accounts that has hacked Pokemon if you take them online and you have stuff like that. The way you can check it if it has PokeRust or something, or a website, stuff like that on there. Those are all hacked Pokemon. I don't have any of those. I don't trade. If I get a shiny in a trade, I'm very skeptical about it, and I usually don't keep it. even if it's one I really, 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 really want, it will hurt me, but I'll get rid of it because I don't want to have my Nintendo account banned on Pokemon. I put way too many hours into this game, shiny hunting. I put way too much work and effort into playing this game. I don't want to have my account banned. So I don't hack any Pokemon in here. Everything you see on the stream on how I shiny hunt is exactly what I do, even off stream when I'm shiny hunting. Egg hatching using the Masuda method, running into them, murdering them over and over and over and over until I finally get the shiny, and then catching that, or doing the Dynamax Adventure raids. I do all of those things on the on the Ultra Sun. I do the Ultra Wormhole. I don't have the Shiny Charm in there, so it's a little bit harder, but I still like playing that, and I'll eventually get a shiny in there, and I'll transfer it over here. All of those are, like, to me, legit ways to get a shiny. Also, because they give you the tools to use it, Pokemon Go, you're also putting in the work to get a shiny. You're catching all the Pokemon that are around you, you're running into things, you're taking the chance out there to actually have it come out shiny. You're still putting in the work and effort. As long as you're putting the work and effort into it, and you're not, like, going to a website, putting in your stuff, and then, you know, having it sent to you with stuff that, you know, probably can't learn or anything. You know, if you find it in Go, if you find it in the 3DS or a regular DS game and you just transfer it, all of those are still legit shinies. I know one person who's doing a full shiny living dex. I do not have that kind of patience. I just like to shiny hunt the ones that I like. But there's a guy who has gone for a full shiny living dex. The only game this man plays is Pokemon. He does not play anything else. He takes so many times because he has to get multiple shinies, evolve it to a second stage and sometimes a third stage, and have that unevolved form all living together from Gen 1 all the way to Gen 8. Amazing. If you have that kind of patience, you know, I got all the respect for you because you are busting your butt to do that, and that is amazing, and that's an accomplishment of itself. Trying to get a shiny living dex just in one game alone is an accomplishment in and of itself. I don't have that kind of patience. I just like to shiny hunt the ones that I like. So we're going to go in and we're going to try to go back and shiny hunt. We're going to get some more eggs and everything. But there we go. It's crazy. I don't know how anyone has that kind of patience to just shiny hunt each and every single Pokemon, like, multiple times, get all the evolutions and forms of them, and it's crazy. Like, if there's male-female differences, that even adds even more difficult, because you gotta get all the differences and stuff. I think that alone, Spinda and Alchemy, that alone will kill me. Alchemy has so many different forms just because of all the fruit you can give it, and Spinda has so many different forms just because it has different, like, spots all over it. Those would kill me. Now, I know some people don't do it that extreme, but hey, there's someone out there. If you can think of something, chances are someone out there has probably thought the same thing and attempted it. So, just the fact that I can think of someone trying to do a shiny live index of every gender difference and different form difference means someone probably did it, and I don't know if there is or not, if someone, like, actually, you know, went out there and, you know, showed him or her doing that. I'm not going to do that. That's just too difficult. Like I said, I just like getting the one shiny myself and doing the ones that I like to get. For me, I like to get the different forms. I don't go over here to the Pokédex. Not necessarily have, like, a shiny dex or anything, but kind of fill out the shiny dex. Phew! I sneezed so hard, my left ear cup just flipped. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, okay, that's weird. But, like, I'll show you guys over here. If I can get, like, a shiny that I have somewhere. Here. I like having the shiny form show. I only have one of these. I'll go ahead and have the unevolved form show on this, and then Musharna as well. Of course, you know, I have some that are like this. I have Crustle over here because I transferred him over, and then Dwebble. I don't have Dwebble. So, I like to get all the different forms on there, but, you know, if not, it's cool. I just like to get all the shinies that I like to get. And then, you know, if I don't get a full shiny dex, that's completely fine. There's like 3 Pokédex in here. I can't do all 3 of them. That's way too difficult. There's 400 in the original alone, and I think like 100 or 200 each in the DLCs. So that's just too much. So yeah, I mean, if you can do that, props to you. If I had a way to screen record my Nintendo 3DS, I would totally stream me doing the Ultra Wormhole Shiny Honey, because I think it's pretty cool. I like the little mini games. I know a lot of people don't like the Ultra Wormhole because they say, oh, it's too easy, it devalues the shiny. I don't think it devalues the shiny. I think, if anything, you're still putting in the work and effort to try to get it. Even if the odds aren't like super impossible, and they're more obtainable, it's still a shiny you're putting in the work and effort into, and it's still a shiny that you didn't hack in. So I think as long as you're not hacking in a shiny or anything like that, whether you get it in Pokemon Go, Pokemon Let's Go, or your 3DS games and you used Pokemon Bank and Home to transfer it over into Sword and Shield, or you got it in Sword and Shield proper, I think all of them are shinies. And while, yeah, they may not be as rare now, they are still pretty hard to get. And I think because they're still pretty hard to get, that they still have value. I mean, people still hunt after them. You can never be too sure if someone's hacked it and you got it in like a Wonder Trade. So it's always best to try to hunt it yourself. That's my motto. If you really want something, put the work and effort into it and try to get it yourself. You don't know if anything is hacked in the game. There are ways that you can tell, but there are people who are sneaky and can hide it. And again, if you put time and effort into these games like I do, then getting your account banned would be detrimental. So I don't do anything but play by the rules and use the tools that I'm given to get the shinies. So they gave me Pokemon Home, they give us Pokemon Home, they give us Pokemon Bank, so we can transfer Pokemon that we like in our old games to the new ones, or Pokemon Home so we can trade easier, or, you know, stuff like that. I'll do it. Not necessarily with trading, but, yeah, I mean, if you can use it to get home and all that, and you can put all your Pokemon together, I think that's pretty cool. Because then, like, you put all the time and effort into this game, and you get all these shinies, and then Gen 9 comes out, and some of those shinies are supported into, in that game. Why should you have to shiny hunt the same Pokemon again that you already have a shiny of in another game? When it's supported, you could also transfer it. So I think if that's the case, then just go ahead and transfer it. You can take those Pokemon with you. The whole premise of Pokemon is to kind of grow and, you know, show friendship and everything. That's kind of like the premise of the show and the anime. The games also kind of want to help make that a possibility, which is why people trade from older games up, because they have these Pokemon that they want to keep. So they have the tools available, they use that to keep their Pokemon. There are some people who have a Pokemon all the way from their Game Boy that can go ahead and be in Home, and whatever game that it's supported in, whether it's Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee, or Sword and Shield, if it's supported, they can still play with that Pokemon that they were playing with when they were like a little kid. So that to me is pretty freaking cool. I think that's awesome, and that's why I totally love the stuff like Pokemon Bank or Pokemon Home. The Pokemon Company actually cares about their customers, and that's why I love and I'm a very big fan of these games and always will be. It's because the company actually knows what their customers want, and when they put the time and effort into getting stuff, they want to be able to keep it. They don't want to lose it because, you know, again, another lash out at Activision. You pay money for a skin, and you can't take that skin to the next game. You paid money for it. It's wasted money at that point. you put money into the Pokemon Home and Pokemon Bank, and you're using it to transfer Pokemon from your other games, so you can still use those same Pokemon in the new game. That's not wasted money. That's money that's very well worthwhile and very well spent, in my opinion, because you're able to take all those Pokemon that you spent so hard to hunt for and try to catch. You're able to take them with you. That's freaking cool. So I'm very, very, very big advocate that if you are a shiny hunter and you want to use Pokemon Home and Bank to get transfer your shinies over to the newer games, you should definitely give it a shot, because I'm completely for that. I think it's cool, and I think it's a very good way, and plus it saves you so much time. I mean, imagine if you have shiny Eevees from your older games, and you have shiny Evolutions, and you transfer them in here. The only one you would probably have to get is probably shiny Sylveon if you didn't have one. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Now, considering I don't have any shiny Eevees, that's why I cannot wait for Community Day. 2 days, I'm catching as many shiny Eevees as I can all day. My boyfriend's off from work those 2 days. We're gonna go and do some Community Day shiny hunting. I'm gonna be getting up early. I'm gonna try to get as many as I can. And I'm gonna try to transfer at least 9 different shiny Eevees into this game, because I'm gonna try to have a shiny Eevee that can Gigantamax, and I'm also gonna have a each shiny evolution. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, before there was shiny charms or anything, if you really wanted to put in money into it, there was an action replay. I don't recommend you do this, because these are still considered hacked Pokemon. If you had a DS action replay, people would go in and they would put in the action replay basically changed the code so where you could have every encounter be a legendary Pokemon, even in the wild grass. You could have every Pokemon be shiny, and you can hack in the Pokemon you couldn't get in the game. So, in Sword, I could get Zamazenta, and in Shield, I could get Zacian without trading. That stuff like that is still hacked Pokemon, so I still consider those hacked Pokemon. I'm not going to lie, I am guilty of it, but not on this game. I have not transferred any of them, as you can see. I will even show you once again, just to clear my name. Now, box list. Right here. Check summary. I'll go down the list, look above my head. Sword and Shield, 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 Sword and Shield. Go. Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield, Sword and Shield. Go again. Sword and Shield, 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 Sword and Shield. Ultra Sun, Ultra Sun. Ultra Sun, Ultra Sun. Every single shiny that I have is not action replayed. The majority of them are caught in this game proper, and I don't know how to hack onto a 3DS. I really don't. I literally just got a 3DS this year, just so I could play the older Pokemon games. So, clearing my name out of that whole thing, and I could sit there and show you the legendaries, but I'm pretty sure you can get every legendary in Sword and Shield. Just take my word for it. I showed all the duplicates and how I got them in today. I don't want to bore you guys and show you every single legendary I have. That's just gonna say Sword and Shield, because for the most part I got them all in the old the Dynamax Adventure dungeons. And I'm very sad, because I didn't think that if you caught the legendaries, that you couldn't shiny hunt them. So that's why I'm shiny hunting them on the 3DS, because I didn't know if you caught them, that you can't catch them again. And I already caught Zekrom, and if y'all know, Zekrom is one of my favorite legendaries. So is Rayquaza, and I caught that too, so I'm wanting to get Those actually, I don't think I can get Rayquaza in Ultra Sun. I think that's Ultra Moon wormholes. So I'll have to wait for my boyfriend to finish his game so he can get to the Ultra Wormholes. And I can use his copy and Shiny Hunt on his account. And hopefully get a Shiny Rayquaza on his account so I can transfer it to me. If you love me, you'll let me do that. I'm just gonna put that up. Or I could, if possibly, whenever, you know, Rayquaza raids come back and I get a second Rayquaza that's shiny in Pokemon Go, then I will actually transfer it in over using Pokemon Home. I'd love to be able to get shiny number 25 for my collection. I think it would be pretty cool. But yeah, no, so instead of like playing for the past couple days, instead of like playing Call of Duty, I've pretty much been shiny hunting on my 3DS. Because I don't want to do anything on here, because I want to be able to do it on stream. And I want you guys to be able to see the live reaction and stuff. I mean, I guess I could always record myself shiny hunting and then do like a recorded episode. But I like doing these as live streams because I can interact with you guys a little bit more than what I can like during a recorded video. And plus, during a recorded video, I don't know about y'all, but it would not be fun just seeing me sit here and quiet, because that's all I would do. I mean, there's not really much to talk about when shiny hunting. That's why I like doing it during a live stream, so I can talk to you guys about random stuff that pops in my head. And I guess I could do the same thing in a recorded video, but this makes it feel more like I'm actually talking to you guys. Because if not, I would just sit here in the, like, quietness. And basically just do the same thing over and over and over again until I got the shiny. And it would be heavily edited down to save time constraints, because Lord knows how long the shiny hunt could take. And I don't want to have to render out a 4-hour video. You guys already know I'm having, I have difficulties with the editing software I have on my PC, so I mostly have to edit my videos on my MacBook until things straighten out with DaVinci Resolve. So I'm actually going to try to get DaVinci Resolve on my MacBook, see if it's any better. I doubt it will, because one, my PC is an actual gaming PC I built. It's a custom build, and it's a pretty beast PC that I built with my boyfriend. And if this is having trouble running it at, you know, with the amount of stuff I have going on with it. I have a RTX 2070 Super from NVIDIA as a graphics card. I don't know if my motherboard... I know I might need to upgrade my motherboard next, but I've got like 32 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte SSD, which I might actually need to bump up whenever I get the money to do so, but basically, the PC I have is really good. It plays all modern, pretty much all modern games at high resolution, 60 frames per second. It has no problem doing stuff like that. But for some reason, DaVinci Resolve is having the hardest time running on it. Like, whenever I edit something, it's like super laggy and everything. Whenever I try to render out a video when it's done being edited, but sometimes it'll render out the sound and not a video, so you're just hearing the sound of the video with a black screen, and you aren't seeing anything, and that's the whole point of a video, is to be able to watch it. So until I can find out what's going on with my with my editing software on my PC. Any edited videos I do is going to be on my MacBook, so it's not going to be like as high quality, and I do apologize for that. I just hope that something gets done about it, because I kind of like DaVinci Resolve. It's good for getting stuff done, like small animations, such as like making this border shadow move, making the intro thing spin around, and zoom in and out, and all that kind of stuff to be right back and stuff. It's good for editing and moving parts like that, for making small animations like that, but it claims to have the highest or the best editing skills out there on a free open source software. Now, it is open source, but you can pay a premium for it and you get some stuff for it. But it's not like anything big, from what I'm being told. I don't know. From everything I know, I thought open source is supposed to be just free. So, they claim it's open source, but you can pay for a premium. The free version of it basically has everything unlocked on it. So I don't know if they throttled their free version so they can make more people try to buy the premium version. I don't want to say they did that. Don't come at me, DaVinci Resolve. I'm just saying I don't know what's going on. It's just stuff I'm thinking. These are not facts. But, I don't know what's going on. It was working just fine on my PC when I edited my Call of Duty videos on here. Worked just fine, and I don't know. When I made the animations and stuff, worked just fine for days. Never had a problem with it. And one day I just tried to get a live stream edited, the part 5 for Resident Evil Village, and that never rendered out correctly. I would try to render, and it took like hours to render the video after editing. So you imagine, I took hours editing the video. And then it took hours rendering the video. I had to sit there and wait for the video to render just to find out, oh, like 3/4 of the video is just a black screen with sound. Imagine how mad I really was. I really got mad. It was a bunch of bullcrap. I may have to put like a short little highlights reel of the live stream that I have, because I still have the live stream. Put like little highlight reels of it so you guys can get like what you guys missed in part 5 before part 6 takes off, because yeah, no, it basically was a pain in the ass to try to render out. That's why I pretty much said anything that is going to be like over 2 to 3 hours, it's going to be a live stream. And because I know shiny hunting can take a long time, I'd just rather do it during a live stream. Plus I get to interact with you guys. I actually get to talk about random stuff that comes to my mind. I don't have to sit there and edit it for hours, which somehow is making my computer, the software, throttle and lag and not render out properly. Even though my MacBook does it just fine. And when I use other software to like watch the video back, it's not like laggy or anything. It's just like, it's having a problem putting the animations with the long amount of film that's in there. It's the software that's doing it, because there's other stuff I tried using, it's just, they're not really good and they watermark it, and I don't want to have a watermark on my video. So, I just don't use that. That's why I'm just going to chop it up as, you know, as a highlight reel and show you guys what you guys miss in part 5 when I do part 6 of that game. For a second, I thought that Swoobat was purple, and I realized, oh, it's got the sunset in the game. Nice. Oh, yeah, no, that's a regular Swoobat. And shiny Swoobat's, like, really pukey green. I call it pukey green. It's basically the green that's on the eggshell of the egg. So, and it's just a little bit darker. So, I don't know. And of course, whenever I do transfer in the shiny Eevees, I'll show you guys that all the shiny evolutions that are being added to the shiny collection in the game. So, don't feel too bad. I'm definitely going to have over 30 shinies by the time I get the Eevees in, so it's completely... I'm going to meet my goal that I wanted to have in this game, was like, I want to have at least one box full of shinies. Not just one line or like every few here and there. I wanted to have a full box. That was my goal. And I'll definitely have a full box. I'll say that. I'm not worried about that anymore. I had to go and make like a second shiny box just in case I want to shiny hunt some more and get some other Pokemon. I think this is like the one time while shiny hunting in this game that it's been sunny. And it's like 7:51, so it should be getting dark real soon. Because it's like dark outside where I'm at. And I know my Switch is put to Arizona time. So, come on. And again, if I get like a shiny on, like a shiny legendary on Ultra Sun, I'll tweet out a picture of it. Like, I'll take a photo of it and I'll tweet it out. So, if you want to stay up to date with my journey over there, because unfortunately, the company that made the capture boards or the capture cards for 3DS, because you had to modify the system, because there's no output for the console. There basically was, you had to drill like a small hole where the charger port is. And it's a very specific hole, and a specific size. So if you had like there's two people, there was a Katsukity, and there was another guy who was doing it. But the Japanese company, Katsukity, or as a Loopy Mod. No, that was the guy. He was doing what is called Loopy Mods. Which is basically, he would modify your 3DS. If you send it into him, he would modify it, and it would be able to have like an out port. And you could have like the cord to an HDMI, and you could put it in a capture card, and you could, you know, live stream. And that's how people live stream their 3DS. And even capture gameplay of it. I really wanted to do that, but I really don't want to do that to my 3DS XL. But the thing is, I don't think you can anymore, because when 3DS systems stopped selling when the Nintendo Switch came out and everyone started buying that, Katsukity, the Japanese company making the capture cards for Nintendo 3DS systems, they actually shut down as soon as they sold all their units. They were not taking any more. They sold all their capture card units and did all the modifications that they had for orders that were back-ordered. And when they finished the back-ordered orders, they basically sent them back out and then closed up shop. And then Loopy Mods. Some people rumored that Loopy Mods was back. I haven't found a website that said Loopy Mods is back, so he was he was just one single guy doing it. Not a whole team of people like Katsukity. This was like one guy doing it. So it took a little longer to get your stuff back, but he was one of the best people to do it. And a lot of like main YouTubers, Twitch streamers who would stream their 3DS and Shiny Hunt or stuff like that, they would send their DS systems to him, and he would work on theirs. They would pay him. He would put the capture card and stuff in there. That was his job, like a side hustle, I guess. But he stopped doing it once the Switch started selling, because I mean, when the Switch started selling, it became the biggest thing, and you don't need to modify your system to capture gameplay for it. All you really need is your Nintendo Switch There's no way you can do it with the Switch Lite, because it doesn't have an out port. But if you have a regular Nintendo Switch that you can play on your TV, because all I got, you just put it in your dock and you run the HDMI to your dock. I run it into this little 4K square capture card that goes into my PC, and it has a loop. So it has like a pass-through, actually, not a loop, but a pass-through. And it's got 4K pass-through. I use it for my Xbox as well to get capture gameplay. But I put it in the game so it can capture into the computer for OBS. And the output goes into a second monitor, which is technically a TV. I play it over here. When it goes through the pass-through, there's no lag. Like, at all. Some capture cards have lag. Mine actually has none. And it was relatively cheap. It was made... I think it's an off-name brand, but... Yeah, it's just called 4K pass-through, USB 3.0 capture. There's, like, no company name brand or anything. And it was like $50 on Amazon. That's all you really need. I mean, if you have an Elgato stream capture device, you can use that too. And you know, the small capture cards and stuff, that's all you really need to capture your Nintendo Switch gameplay. So you don't need to like modify your system like you had to with the 3DS. Which is why I love doing Switch gameplay. Because, one, I'm a huge Nintendo nerd. I'm a Nintendo, PC, Xbox nerd. I'm not really into PlayStation. I mean, no hate. I have some friends that love PlayStation. PlayStation has some pretty good exclusives. But I've always been like an Xbox person and PC person. And of course I've always been a Nintendo person because ever since I was like a little kid, the very very first game I ever really had was a Game Boy Color. It was a purple Game Boy Color, and I had, because I was like 5, I had a Scooby-Doo game and a Shrek game, and I played the hell out of those two. The sad thing is there was like no save file, so I remember playing that game a lot, and I would play it for a long while because there was no save feature in the games. You couldn't save them. You just got as far as you could, and then, oops, you're done. Pokemon had save files, so I love games like Pokemon, Donkey Kong, and everything like that. They all had save files. Any game that had a save file, I would rather have had, because I was tired of having to play the whole game in one sitting. But, no, I mean, it was fun. All of those games. I also had, like, the Mummy. That game was pretty cool, too. But, no, I think when I started getting, because I said, like, the very first Pokemon game I ever played was, like, Pokemon Yellow. And I got that from my uncle, because my mom believed, she heard the whole creepypasta story with Lavender Town and everything. Where a bunch of kids committed suicide. Now, I don't know if that was real or not. It's a creepypasta you can hear on YouTube. It's been going around for years, like forever, since Pokemon games came out. It's that old. By the way, don't ever go to the creepypasta website. That thing is riddled with viruses. I haven't gone on there, but there was some people who read creepypastas on YouTube. They warned, do not go on creepypasta anymore. It is like riddled with... It's riddled with ransomware and malware. Don't risk it. I haven't ever been on there. If you ever want to have like creepypastas, just look them up on YouTube now. There's so many people who do readings of them. But basically, because of that, my mom would not let me have a Pokemon game. She was too freaked out because I was like 5 years old, and that's how old these kids were. So I wasn't allowed to have it when my uncle knew I liked Pokemon. He just gave me his Pokemon Yellow. He didn't know my mom didn't want him to. But he didn't really take it back because he knew I liked the game. So, yeah, it was already too late. Once he gave me that, it was like a drug. He gave me a little taste. I got addicted of that of the Pokemon drug. But no. So basically, I've been playing the game since then. And I will say one thing. Even as a 24-year-old grown adult, playing Let's Go Eevee has made me remember one thing. Lavender Town gives me the biggest fucking headache. The music. I don't know what it is, but I have to turn the music down. And it's not because of some creepy boss, but I get a headache. I don't know why I get a bad headache. Every time I go into Lavender Town, my head just starts to throb. Like, and that's not a creepypasta. That's not me making that up. I'm actually being real. Like, I get really bad migraines. I have to turn the music down. When you're trying to sit there and go through and get the Cubone from Let's Go Eevee, or Let's Go Pikachu. I say Let's Go Eevee because that's the one I have. But the Let's Go series, when you're trying to get the Cubone at the top of the cemetery tower, when you're trying to calm it down, that took forever. I ran into so many ghosts and ghost types like Ghastlies and Haunters and Gengars. I ran into so many of those and so many trainings. The music just kept giving me a headache when it came on, and I don't know what it was, but the biggest headaches would just occur. It would go away when I leave, which is the weirdest freaking thing ever. But that's actually a real thing that happens with me in that game. Is Lavender Town gives me the biggest headache, and I don't know why. Let me know in the comments if I'm alone, because if I'm alone, I'm freaked out now. That's freaky. I just don't like the high-pitched, like, music that's in it. It's eerie, but it's, like, really loud, and it's weird. At least that's just me. That's just me. Like, yeah, you get the uneasy feeling of, the music and everything, and, you know, again, I swear Pokemon had to, you know, get in touch with some Japanese horror movie filmmakers, because Japanese horror movies scare the crap out of me. I cannot watch the original Ringu. If you watch, I don't know if it's, I was told it's a Japanese version. I don't understand the language, so if you don't mind, like, foreign films, they do have, like, English subtitles. I actually sat there and read through the whole movie, everything that was being said, and it was creepy. It was the one missed call, and I mentioned it in my last video, couple videos where I talked about Japanese horror movies. It's called One Missed Call. Now, there was an American adaptation of it, but that one really, really sucked and wasn't scary, hence why it was rated PG-13. I don't know what these were rated. I would definitely rate it R because it was very creepy. Of course, no one speaks English over there. In the movies, this actually uses the, you know, native language, whether it's Korean or Japanese. I think it's Japanese because I think that's where the movie originated, because the ghost-like entities in that movie is very, very, very similar to Ringu, or The Ring. I say Ringu because that's the original Japanese version of the film. And again, I find those movies, when you're watching the original Japanese versions of them, not the American adaptations, they're 10 times creepier than the American adaptations. If you really want to creep me out, put on a Japanese horror film. I won't talk through at all. I won't be texting at all, because I'll constantly be reading the subtitles because I don't understand the language. Now, I know some people who do speak Japanese. I know some people who speak Korean. I know someone who speaks 7 different languages. That man's head probably hurts whenever he's trying to translate. I don't know. I don't want to know what it's like to speak 7 different languages. I speak 2.5. I speak basically English primarily as my main language. I speak some Spanish. The thing is, I speak Spanish slower. Like, I don't speak it like a native person would speak it. I can understand it right off the bat when someone's talking to me. But when I'm trying to reply, I have to think about my words. Like, I sound like a 5-year-old trying to learn to speak for the first time. Because I'm trying to form the words in my head correctly and use them. I can't just off the tip of my tongue like I am with English. I also know sign language. but the half language is Spanish because I will trip up and get confused sometimes and have to look it up. But I speak sign language. I had a friend that was deaf, and basically we would use sign to talk and everything, so it was pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that they teach ASL in high school now. At least they did in my state. I don't know if they do everywhere now. ASL meaning American Sign Language, because there's a vast amount of different sign language. You have to know American if you want to speak to someone in, you know, a different foreign country. You have to learn their type of sign language. The borders vary, so it's almost like speech translation. As a foreign language, it's like learning how to speak English for a second time. You just have to use like your hands to talk, and I think it's pretty cool. I like being able to converse. I did have one time where sign language really helped for me because my job before I moved down here. Let's go ahead and add 5 on the board or on the count. I had a job at Subway, and there was someone who would come in all the time, but she was deaf, and she would always try to really talk, and my coworkers always tried to understand what she was saying, but she couldn't form the words correctly, so they didn't understand. So I had used sign language. I was asking, can you sign? And, she signs back that she can, and of course, and I'm like acting as a translator for my friend. And of course, I work at Subway. I cannot make the sandwich. I'm here touching my face and everything, so I'm not gonna like use gloves and everything. So I have my friends make the sandwich, and I'm acting as like a translator for her. And she thanks me and everything, and I've been asked like by my coworkers, like, dude, when did you learn how to speak sign language? And I'm like, yeah, I learned when I was a kid. I had a friend that he was deaf, and we would just talk and everything, and he had not only was he like deaf, but he had mental disabilities, where he was handicapped, and he could sign completely fine. But he was really embarrassed to like talk, and if you never heard someone who's deaf who's been deaf for their entire life, they can't form words correctly because they can't hear the sound correctly. So, and it really irritates me because he would get bullied for that a lot, and that's pretty much where I would get into a lot of fights. Is I would get in someone's face, because to me, I'm sorry, I don't think it's funny to pick on someone with a disability. About their disability. Like, they didn't ask to be that way, and he can't hear what they're saying, so he was just smiling going along because he was confused. He couldn't read lips very well either, so I think he eventually picked up on it, but he would get very confused with what people were trying to say, and I didn't think it was funny, so I would get into someone's face for making fun of him and everything, and pretty much defend him. He would always ask me, why'd you do that? And I said, they were making fun of you. He would still tell me I shouldn't have done it, and he was probably right, but it was justified in my book. I think it was justified in my book. So, basically, that's where I learned sign language and everything, and those are the only languages I can actually speak. So, whenever I'm watching like a foreign movie, I'm more attentive to it because I can't like look away for like 5 seconds. If I go somewhere, like if I gotta go to the bathroom or whatever in the middle of a movie, I pause it. I do not let it run. Because one, if it's a good movie, you got me intrigued. You got me reading the text. I'm here not watching a movie, but I'm watching and reading at the same time. So, if the story and the plot's really good, I will sit there and I will watch and read it. And they are very creepy because I've had so many jump scares in Japanese movies where I'm reading the text and a jump scare happens and it scares the living shit out of me. And it's not only that, because I like to listen to the videos, and you can watch the One Missed Call, the Japanese versions of the movies, and there's movies, it's plural, because they did very well in Japan. You can watch them here on YouTube. I think they had like full-length movies over here on YouTube of them. But just know you will be reading the translated subtitles unless you can natively speak Japanese. But just know if you can't speak it and you're reading it, there are some jump scares that will scare the crap out of you because they are very good with ambient sound, and that's something that over here horror movies don't really capture very well. Not a lot of them, anyways. I will say the recent Halloween that came out, not the Rob Zombie ones. I cannot stand those. As someone who's a Halloween fan, I do not like the Rob Zombies. They weren't scary; they were just gory. And that's a big difference. Scariness and goriness are two different things. Goriness is just how much blood and crude humor can you put in to a movie. How disgusting can you make something look? Now, while horror movies should have some gore in it, it doesn't necessarily need to have gore in it to be scary. And I think that's where the Japanese movies kind of capture it, because a lot of them don't have a lot of nasty gore. They have very, very scary ambient sounds, and it gets you like in this mood where you kind of think, is someone like watching behind me? And then boom, jump scare, and you like jump and shit yourself or something. That's like, and I think where the new Halloween movie where John Carpenter is, mainly because that's his movie, that's like the movie everyone knows John Carpenter by, is Halloween. The newer ones that he's coming out, it's gorier, and they actually said the newer ones are going to be more gorier, but where he is putting more gore into it, he's also putting more scares into it. There are times in the movies where there's no gore or anything happening. It's like a fight scene, and it's so quiet you can hear a freaking pin drop, and then jump scare. That, actually, I went to go watch because me and my mom, huge Halloween fans, and I really, really, really want to be able to go watch the new one with her, because that's my childhood. That's how me and my mom bonded. We grew up watching those movies, and we went and watched the last one. I kid you not, me and her jumped out of our seats in the 2017 Halloween movie with Jamie Lynn Spears. There was a movie where there's so many mannequins, and I think if you guys watched the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Michael comes out of the closet, and he does it so quickly that the jump scare is just perfect. It was so quiet, you hear a pin drop, and boom, he comes out. It scared the crap out of both of us. And stuff like that I like in horror movies. I actually like that in horror movies. Oh, ouch. Let's see, I had 4 full boxes last time. That was 120. Let me make sure I have my count up. So 120, I think I'm around like 30 right now. I think this is 160. I don't think I added my 5 for... I'll check here in a minute. Nope. No name. Come on, be shiny. Dang, man. Come on. We're at like 160 eggs, and you don't like me, apparently. Come on. Alright. So that batch wasn't shiny. I want to make sure. So I was at 120. That's 130, 135. Yeah, this is 160. I don't know why I didn't add that. I got distracted by talking. But yeah, I know for a fact because I did 4 full boxes last time. I'm gonna try to do 4 full boxes this time. If I can't do 4 full boxes, at least get 3 full boxes. I'm gonna try to end it on a full box so I know how many I've done. So right now we have 5 full boxes. It's 150, 155, 160. So we are at 160 boxes. I will say it depends on how fast we can get like a second box. Like if we can get like at least halfway through a third box, I'll end it on third box. And then we'll have like 7 full boxes. Which would be 240 eggs. I'm gonna get here and try to get some more eggs. Oh man. Getting that shiny restroom is gonna be a pain in the ass though. That's why I'm also looking for it in Sun and Ultra Sun. Because there I can just soft reset. I can save right in front of it and soft reset a bunch of times and hopefully get it shiny when I come back in. And Sword and Shield, while the odds are a little bit higher, you also have to split the shiny chance. It's basically with the shiny charm, it's 1 in 100. Come here, hello, Jack. It's okay, buddy. One of my cats is meowing. It's like 1 in 100th chance with the shiny charm, is what I believe I was told. And then you gotta divide that by 4 Pokemon. If you catch all 4 Pokemon in the Dynamax Adventure, that's a 1 out of 25 chance. That means every 25 raids, 1 out of every 25 raids, you have a chance of getting that shiny legendary. But it could also be any of the other 3 Pokemon you catch. So it's a toss-up. It does have higher odds than even Ultra Wormhole, but you can't save and reset in front of it. You have to go through and you have to battle each Pokemon before and then battle that Pokemon, beat it, catch it, and then check to see if it is. And that little process alone takes about 30 minutes, so it takes a lot longer to try to get the shiny. So while the odds may be a little bit better than the Ultra Wormhole, it still takes a long time. Because, at least for me, unless you have really, really good luck with getting starter Pokemon on those adventure raids, because you can't take your Pokemon in, you have to take a rental. Unless you get really good odds, the longest I've probably spent on a Dynamax Adventure raid, 30 minutes. And that will add up. So trying to do that like 9 times, just multiply 30 minutes by 9, that's 270 minutes, and divide that by 60, and you'll have your answer. So that's like 270 divided by 60. Trying to do math in my head while also not screw up and get rid of an egg. But I'm also trying to fill up on eggs. Come on, go, go, go. It's 35. That could take about 35 hours. Just trying to... Right? I don't frickin' know, man. Let me just ask Siri. Hey Siri. How many hours is 270 minutes?
It's 270 minutes.
Alright, I got you. All on my watch. And my phone. So it's 4.5 hours. My math was way off. 35 hours. This is what happens when I'm trying to do math and Shiny Hunt. I can't do both, guys. Alright, add another 5. Hopefully, it's shiny. I'm kind of curious where I'm going to put, like, previous shiny on the screen. Maybe I should put it in, like, the upper right corner. Where it says previous shiny and, you know, what the one we're hunting on, which one we're on hold on. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it like a small little tiny sprite and put it like right above my my head. And have like a collection of all the shinies that we've collected on stream. I think that'd be pretty cool. Nope. Come on. You know you want to be shiny. You know you want to sparkle for me. Come on. Sparkle for me. Please? Please? Damn. Why do you not like me, Duskull? This is with the shiny charm. I have the shiny charm in this game. I have a funny feeling that this is going to be like a Choodle. It's already turning out to be like it. Oh, come on. I have like a small shiny drought in this game, and I don't know why. And it's in this game, like... I don't know, it's just being difficult. Come on. Alright, maybe my old charm will kick in right now again, because for some reason right there in the few minutes when I was talking, she kept popping out eggs left and right. That sounds really bad the way I've worded that. I'm sorry. I truly am sorry. That sounded really bad. Really, really bad. What? I was saying, yeah, she's popping out eggs left and right, like, I'm sorry, I really generally feel sorry, that sounded bad. It's really bad because Ditto has no gender. Ditto is genderless. Wasn't Ditto lab-made too? Wasn't Ditto a lab-made Pokemon just like Mewtwo? And Mew? Was Mew made as well? I know Porygon was. Porygon was a man-made Pokemon. That was supposed to be a Pokemon made up of code. That's why he's all glitchy and everything. He's more like a code Pokemon. Also why it actually gave people seizures in Japan when Pikachu hit it with an electric bolt. Also, why you don't see Porygon in the anime anymore. They won't put him back in. That's actually not a creepypasta. That actually is fact. Because that sent many people, children, men, and women, into the hospital having epileptic seizures. Thank God I didn't watch that episode. I probably would have found out I have seizures a long-ass time ago. Little 5-year-old me watching Pokemon spazzing out in the frickin'... I really wouldn't be allowed to play Pokemon after that. My mom would be like, nah, you're gonna have a freaking seizure playing that game. Which is sad because I really like this game and I really like the anime. Just like Dragon Ball Z. Well, two of my favorite animes is Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. However, oh, my ankles got bit. Damn, it hurts. But, yeah, that probably wouldn't help my case to try to play Pokemon. Well, we went to go watch the movie and you had a seizure. But the game's different? That would be my excuse. That would be my sorry ass excuse to try to play Pokemon while having seizures. The thing is I do have seizures and I still don't experience seizures playing this game. However, they did modify that movie before it came out of Japan. They did modify that movie because it was rapid red and blue flashing lights, and I don't know if it's just me, but I know some people who don't have seizures and they still get headaches. Whenever you're driving at night and you have a cop car speeding up to go somewhere and they got the freaking LED lights going on full blast, that shit gives me a headache. That actually did send me into a seizure one time, so yeah, I wouldn't put it past if we went to go watch that movie and they didn't modify it, I would have definitely had a seizure. Come on, be shiny. I really feel like this is going to be a shoot-'em. And I really don't like that. I really don't. That's the way I had to get shoot-'em, I had to egg hunt it. After 900 freaking battles, I was done with that. I was done with that Pokemon. But I mean, I guess I shouldn't really be complaining, I mean, because there are some people who go into thousands to try to get a shiny, and no. Not looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to it. And I have a funny feeling I'm going to be going into the thousands trying to soft reset to get a shiny Mewtwo in Let's Go Eevee once I complete the Pokédex. And I will be live streaming me hunting for a shiny Mewtwo in Let's Go Eevee, so make sure you are subscribed and have notifications turned on for when that goes live. I'm just grabbing a batch. I don't know which one to use. Would definitely make my day if we could get the shiny today. That would make me happy. I actually have not been having a good day because, like I said, I smashed my knee in the door, I twisted my wrist, I kicked my toe. Today was literally a day for me to just freaking stay in bed and not do anything, and I didn't listen, and I did stuff, and now my body hates me. My knee hurts, my toe hurts, my wrist hurts. My back hurts, but that always hurts. So, yeah, not fun. Not fun. The one way I could have a good day today is getting this shot. And you win. The other way, winning $1 million. Winning $1 million lottery would be freaking awesome. I've never played the lottery. I've done scratch-offs. I've never played the lottery. Like, $1 million. I've never done that. I mean, I think it's cool if you could, but you gotta pay I think you have to pay taxes on that. I could be wrong. It may depend on the state you live in too. But on top of that, you can file to get it one lump sum, and then they have to take like a F-ton of taxes out of it. Or you can file, and the smartest way to do it is always have them send you a small check each month over it. Like, have them send you little bits of it every now and then. You can actually opt for that. And that's probably the smartest way to do it, so you don't blow $1 million in one freaking shot. That's probably the best thing to do. That's probably, if you do win a lottery, hey, take the lump sum every few months, because, one, I think they take less taxes out when they do it that way. If they do take taxes out of it. And you don't end up, pretty much, you don't have that urge to go spend every single penny of it. Because trust me, a lot of people may not have, like, a big urge to go spend a lot of stuff. Like, a lot of money on stuff. But for the ones who do and they end up winning the lottery, they end up blowing it all and going in debt. Don't do that. Take the lump sum. Save it for a rainy day. It helps. Have one scratch-offs, but nothing major. Like $50, I think is the most I actually won, or something like that. Yeah, I think like $50 is the most I won on a scratch-off. Never been to like a casino. Never been one to like really gamble. Which is funny because if you played the older Pokemon games, I know Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, if you go to the casino in the game, you can actually play the slots and win money. Yeah, they actually had to take that out of the game. So if you go and play Pikachu, or Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, when you go to the casino, you cannot play on you can't play the slots. They take that out because gambling addiction. They actually took it out because some people said they were addicted to gambling in the game. In a video game. Not even using real money. But it did promote, you know, gambling addiction, and I didn't have, like, a gambling addiction. I played it a lot, every now and then. That sounds really bad. I played Heart Gold and Soul Silver a lot, but I played the casino every now and then. Mainly because I sucked. Once you lose a bunch of times, that's pretty much discouragement for you to just quit when you don't win. Without one win, that's enough to tie you over to get into another one. That's how gambling addiction starts, people. Always know when to quit. I don't know. I think we're gonna get like maybe 3 boxes filled. Maybe. Nope, don't phase in. Alright. Come on. Like I said, it's like 1 or 2 rounds up and down, and then they start to hatch. Oh, I cannot wait until we get the shiny. I'll be happy. Wait, how many watts did it say to have? I don't even know. I just picked up watts and didn't look at how many I had. There's another Dynamax dungeon somewhere. I'll try to get one. You know, it's weird. They used to have like a lot of dungeons going up, and now I only see like one every few feet. I mean, I know like a lot of people have the stars and everything, and different dungeons will spawn different things on different locations and times of the day. But still, they used to have like a lot going on. I mean, then again, there is some on Crown Tundra and Isle of Armor, so... Alright, another 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. This is going to make our second full box for this stream. This is going to make 6 full boxes that we've gone through. Come on, be sparkly for me. We like sparkle stuff over here. We like all kinds of stuff over here. I just want the freaking shiny, come on. Yes, it's sparkling in the background, but I want you to sparkle yourself. That sounds really, really weird. And again, tired people. I am tired. Everything I said is just coming out wrong this film. I think this is the last one for this batch. Come on, be shiny, be shiny, be shiny. I was hoping if I close my eyes and I peek, it would work. It didn't. Yeah, that's the last one for that 5. That's 6 boxes. Let me go ahead and see how long we've been live streaming. Yeah, an hour and 33 minutes. We'll get through 3 boxes today. We'll definitely get through 3 boxes today. Because, like I said, if I can get like halfway through the 3rd box, I'll just finish the 3rd box and call it at the end of the stream. Hopefully by then we have... That's going to be 7 boxes. 240 Pokemon. So not looking for it. Why am I saying 240? That's not right. That's 210 Pokemon. What the heck? I'm stupid. Guys, my math is really bad. I haven't slept very well today. If it hasn't shown since the beginning of the stream. I can't math. Like, at all. 7 times 3 is 21. That's 210. 7 times 30, 210. Ugh. My brain. No wonder I was thinking that sounded wrong, because it did. It was wrong. It was totally wrong. Come on, game, make me happy. Get some more eggs real quick. Make me happy, game. I'll love you forever. I mean, I already do, because I put so much time into you. Just love me back a little more, please. Let me have the shiny ghost. Por favor. Please. Toxel, I'll shiny hunt you later. You are coming later. Because you have 2 forms, depending on your nature. Trying not to run into that freaking thing. Come on, pop out an egg! Pop out an egg! Please! Pop it out! Thank you. I was probably making a couple of y'all dizzy, I'm sorry about that. I was trying not to do like a small figure 8 that quick, but there's, like I said, there's a Toxel down there. I don't want to hit it. Alright, I'm gonna do the last 2 on the right before anything else. And again, after this stream, I'll probably just go into home and delete the eggs and everything. Come on. Alright. For some weird reason, it didn't add any of those. Okay. 5. Thank you. Shiny? Second one. Third time's the charm. At least for this batch. Come on. Be nice to me. Let me have the shiny. I haven't done anything to you. I've given you all love and attention. Is that not good enough? You are literally the most played game on my Switch account. I'm not kidding. And it's because of what I'm doing right now, which is why you are the most played game on my Switch account. I'm curious. I don't even know how many hours I have. I have to check. I think I'm over like 300 something. Still no shiny. Dang, come on. All right. Let's hope that by the time I finish this third box, that's where I want to make it. It's this third box before I end the stream. Hopefully by the time I make it, I've gotten the shiny. If not, that's going to be over 200 something eggs. 210 eggs. No shiny. At least be a Grookey. At least he didn't take over like almost 1,000. I'm sorry. Over 900 encounters in the wild, and then like 300 eggs. You're over 1,000. That's at least hatching. You know, it's a little bit better odds, but altogether, that's 300. So I'll be at 210 eggs if I don't get the shiny beforehand. I'll be at 210 eggs at the end of the live stream. And there'll be a part 4 to this, because I would really like this to be the final part of shiny hunting Duskull, and we can get back to Restroom. Come here, Loja. Come here, buddy. So yeah, we'll be at like 210 eggs. That's crazy. Altogether, I probably have uh, seen Duskull a total of 748 times at the end of that. If we're counting the encounters and the hatching all together. If we do this, we can get back to restaurant. Again, his just takes longer because you can't save and soft reset in front of him. You have to keep going through each dungeon and fight. Which again, the longest it's taken me to get through that, 30 minutes. Most. Which again, as you heard from Siri earlier, from my phone and my watch, is 4.5 hours. Or, I don't know. 30... I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore that last comment. 5. That's 190. Come on. Be shiny. Be nice to me. I'm trying to coax it. I'm trying to, you know, coax it out of this egg and be shiny. It's clearly not freaking working. Come on. Hopefully we can end the stream by having a shiny Duskull. Whenever we get it, whenever we get the shiny, I'll actually rename the screen. When you go back and watch the VOD, I'll rename it as First Shiny on live stream. Yep. Not in that batch. Try to get these last two full amounts, these 10 eggs, and we'll start picking up eggs again. Real quick. Do 10 more after that, and we'll call it. We would have done almost 100 eggs in this stream without two shiny. We should start hatching anytime now. Come on. Yeah, sorry if you guys hear my cat. He's been meowing a lot. I don't know why. Like, we try giving him food and he'll just keep meowing. We don't know what's going on. We give him pets, we let him outside. That's weird. And before people like say anything, the reason why we let them outside is because they won't go outside the fence. We have a little fence out they'll walk around, and it's completely solid wood, and it's high enough they won't climb over it. So, like to walk around outside, we'll let them get some fresh air. But even then, they'll just keep meowing. Alright, got another 5. No. Oh man. Ugh. Might have to put a stream on pause for a few minutes and walk around for a few before we end up finishing out these last 15. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright. I think that's the last one for this batch, and then we're probably going to break 200. Yeah. So, if we don't get the shiny in this next batch, we're going to be definitely breaking 200 eggs. Oh, no. No. Okay. Okay, we got our last 2. Or no, I need like another... Well, I think we have our last 3 that we're going to be doing during the stream, so I'm just going to run up and down, hatch these. And then we'll collect more eggs tomorrow on the live stream. That is if we don't get the shiny during these last 3 batches of eggs. I basically just follow this path the entire time. Let's see. Ugh. I'm getting sleepy. No wonder it's almost 9 o'clock here. This batch should hatch any minute now. Come on. Start hatching, please. Make me happy. One of you guys sparkle. That's all I want. I just want the red ghost to pop out of the egg. That's all I want. Come on. Red, maroon, pink, I don't care what color it is. Just sparkle when you come out of the egg. Okay. If we don't have it after this batch, we definitely had broken over 200. I just put the count at 200, so that's what we'll be at after this. And then we'll have 2 more, and we'll get our 3rd box filled out, and we'll continue the live stream tomorrow. And hopefully we'll be able to get the shiny then. We would have almost done almost 100 eggs today. It's insane. But then again, I know people go into like the thousands to try to get a shiny, so it's crazy. Hence, I almost did to get Choodle again. We don't talk about that beast, that monster. Choodle is Satan. Choodle is a green, shiny Satan. I should have named it Satan. But it wouldn't have made sense. Should have called him a goblin. He's green. Oh, that would have been a great name to call him. It would have been a cool name. Yeah, I mean, it's my opinion. Come on. Come on, please. Yep, we broke in 200. Okay. I'm gonna put these right here. Just put these. These 2 are gonna be the last. Two rows that we do. Keep things organized for when we start doing the egg hunt again. Alright. I'm gonna start walking. I think after this 5 I'll take a small break, so we'll just have 5 more. But I kinda wanted to just get these last done, try to get the shiny. Hashtag Ace Trainer Demitade. What's that? Oh, hashtag Ace Trainer Rate. Okay. Hey, thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Thank you. We're just about to finish up the shiny hunt over here. I think we have like 2 more sets to try to egg hunt. Great, I spelled it wrong. Hey, no problem, man. No problem. I completely get it. Hey, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming by and hopping in. Oh, please don't phase. Okay, it's not. Thank you guys for coming in for the stream, man. Thank you guys, both of y'all. Run. Like I said, we're almost ending we're going to be ending the stream here in just a little while, depending on how long. I have like 10 more that I'm going to be doing. We've done almost 100 eggs and we still haven't gotten a shiny yet. I'm having like a shiny drought during this game. So I'm hoping that we can actually try to get the shiny in soon. It'd be really cool if I could actually get it in, like, now. Before the end of the stream. That'd be one really cool way to actually finish the stream, is getting the shiny. You were doing both Draco Fossil, sadly no shiny. Dude. That's crazy. I have a way to do that. I don't know if I have a way to stream it, because the turbo controller I have to actually do those is more like the handheld version, and I have my Switch dock for it, so I don't know. I'll have to try to find it. Thank you for the good luck wish, though. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's definitely much needed. It is definitely much needed. We have been at this one for a while. 538 wild encounters and like 200, almost 100 eggs today. Yeah, we'll be over 210 eggs today. So this would make the 25th shiny I've gotten in the game. Again, not all of them I caught in the game prior. I've actually used Pokemon Bank and Home to transfer in some of my 3DS shinies that I had. So I do have some of those, but the majority of them are over here that I caught in the game. This would definitely be the first shiny I got on stream though, and I would really like it if I could finally get it. That would make my day. Because honestly, I've been having like a pretty bad day. It'd be a really, really good way for me to end the day out today. So after this, we have another 5 that we're going to be doing. It'll be the last 5 that we do today. Sadly, almost 100 eggs, and I haven't gotten it yet. Come on. I think we have like 2 more after this. 2 or 1 more. And I do have the shiny charm while doing this. The only game I don't have the shiny charm in is the Ultra Sun that I've gotten a couple shinies in. Yeah, okay, that's the last. That's that 5 for that batch. We didn't get it there. We have one more try. One more try before the end of the stream. And I'm going to save this last 5 for when we start the next stream. Because I'm going to have to refresh up on eggs again. I want to be able to end it on like a full box so I don't like mess up the count. Because I delete all of the ones, like all of the Duskulls that aren't shiny. I'll go into Home and I'll just release them. You release like 30 at a time, so I'll just go into there and release them. And keep the ones that are like shiny or worthwhile keeping, I guess. Like if it has like a good nature or amazing stats or something, I might keep it, but generally if it's not shiny, I don't keep it. On last batch, make me happy today. Honestly, if this was like the batch that I actually got the shiny, I'd actually be very thrilled. Very, very thrilled. I think when I was egg hunting, the most I've had to egg hunt was more than likely Grookey. I know I say Choodle is like the death of me, and that's just because I was trying to wild encounter it, and I was trying to do the murder method with it. I went over like 938 encounters. Still didn't get it. Finally went an egg hunt. It still took 300 eggs, so over 1,000 encounters, roughly, for counting all hatches and encounters. So the most I've just egg hunted was probably Grookey. He took around 600, 650, or maybe 700 eggs to try to get. He took a while, but I was very happy because that was my starter, and I really wanted to get a shiny starter. This 5 should hatch anytime soon. Fingers crossed that we actually get the shiny. Fingers crossed. Come on. Ready to hatch. But if I can finally end this shiny stream and have this shiny and be able to, fingers crossed, guys. If we can actually finish this shiny hunt off with the shiny, I can get back to shiny hunting restaurant. On, be something good. All right, we got 3 more. down to the final two. Okay. Cutting it narrow. Cutting it narrow. Come on. Please, 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 please. I have like everything crossed right now. Toes. Fingers. Last one. Come on, shiny, please, please, please. Ah! Oh man. $210 eggs and I haven't gotten it yet. We're not gonna quit. I'm definitely not gonna quit. I just want to end it on a full box. That way I can actually keep track of everything. We did 4 yesterday. We have 3 today. And we have this batch for tomorrow. So yeah, we didn't get the shiny, guys, but we're still continuing. I'm gonna pause that right there. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Ace Trainer Damie, for the raid. I definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much. And thank you for the good luck. I definitely wish you good luck on getting your Draco. That is definitely... Those are like the ones I'm dreading, because you have to go through so much dialogue to get to the actual selection. And they have like different selections you have to do with because the fossils, you have to put them together. So yeah, I'm not looking forward to trying to shiny hunt those. Then again, I also said the same thing about Eevee and Alchemy. So good luck on your Draco fossil shiny hunt. I hope you find your shiny, and I wish you all the best. And thank you for the raid as well. Thank you to everybody that came into the stream today. Thank you for everybody that talked. I hope you guys have a great day today. Sorry we didn't get the shine, but we would definitely try to get it again tomorrow. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and have notifications turned on. That way you don't miss when I go live and when I upload. And of course, follow me over on Twitter. I am shiny hunting still on Ultra Sun, because I can actually soft reset in that game and try to get a shiny Reshiram in there too. I'll definitely try to get it on stream. I can't record my 3DS, unfortunately, so if I do find a shiny legendary in that game, make sure you are following me on Twitter, which is at the bottom of the description, and on Instagram, which is at the bottom of the description, because I'll definitely take a picture of it and tweet it and post it out on Instagram and Twitter. You can definitely follow me over there. I tweet all the time about when I go live, if the stream's being canceled, all that kind of stuff, so definitely follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with everything. If you want to help support the channel, there are merch and donation links at the top. They're definitely optional. Don't feel bad if you can't. The best way to support the channel is just by sharing the channel and help us get our goal of 1,000 subscribers, because that's my goal. I would love to have 1,000 subscribers. I've never had 1,000 followers on anything. If I can get 1,000 subscribers on this channel, it would mean so much to me. More than any amount of money can probably ever sum up to. So thank you everybody that's ever watched my streams ever. Even if this is your first time, thank you for coming in. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Have a lot better of a day than I've been having, but I will talk to you guys later. I live stream every Monday through Saturday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Arizona time, or Mountain Standard Time if you do MST. So 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. MST or Mountain Standard. And yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Stay safe, stay healthy. Definitely stay safe. Too many accidents happening outside where I'm at. So stay safe, stay healthy. I love you all. Peace.